Hello and welcome to Woke Watch, and today we'll be looking at a very common aspect of woke culture, the overuse of inclusivity and representation. And of course those things are good, but when it becomes clear it's just a fucking box ticking exercise, a box ticking exercise that no one has asked for, that's when the wokeness becomes an issue. Because now it's affecting the world of superheroes. Detective Comics, or DC, own the rights to dozens, if not hundreds, of superheroes, including Superman, Wonder Woman, and possibly the world's favourite superhero, the Caped Crusader himself, Batman. Although I think most of us have to gloss over that essentially it's a story about Bruce Wayne, a guy who is so rich and mental he spends his evenings dressed up as a flying mammal in order to beat the living shit out of Gotham's criminal underworld, in a manner that if the police did the same thing, they'd all get charged with brutality. Batman faces many foes, all supervillains, the most famous of which is the Joker. And I think most people would agree that to date the best Batman film would be The Dark Knight, and a lot of that greatness comes from the late Heath Ledger's portrayal of an insane nemesis against Christian Bale's Batman. Now, however, things have changed. Last year, in the ongoing Batman comic book series, there was a story in which Robin was bisexual. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, none of us get to pick our sexuality. But how the fuck was that relevant to the plot? At what pivotal point did the boy wonder reveal that although he likes fucking women, he also likes sucking cock? And how did that save the day? And now, in the latest story, a story called The Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, the purple-suited, green-haired evil mastermind gets pregnant. No one asked for this. In what is clearly a nod to trans ideology, the notion that some men get periods and can get pregnant, but let's be clear, trans men are biological women. In the story, the Joker is cursed and ends up in the family way. And it gets even weirder because he's given a prenatal examination by another supervillain, Atomic Skull. What the fuck is going on? The Joker doesn't give birth in the conventional way. That would require a lot more of a backstory, how the Joker got his vag. Instead, he vomits up a brown liquid that forms into a miniature version of himself. For me, the image of a brown liquid flowing from the Joker's mouth is very apt. It could be seen to represent the shit coming out of the mouth of whoever wrote this ridiculous fucking storyline. And as with everything woke, it's backfired. The fans aren't happy, they haven't asked for this. Once again, DC is a large corporation trying to stay ahead of the curve to appease a handful of screamy people. I also think that the issue isn't that there's a sort of trans-esque character in the story. I think it's more that the writers have taken a well-loved and well-established character like the Joker and just fucked around with him. It's lazy. If the plot requires a trans character, then come up with a trans character, rather than going out of your way to piss off and insult the fan base. I'm saying this, and I'm not really a fan of Batman. What will be the next load of woke crap to be dumped onto Gotham's saviour? Will the next Batmobile be fully electric, an EV? Because that could seriously limit the Dark Knight's ability to fight organised crime. Picture the scene. Bruce Wayne is at Wayne Manor. The bat signal is emblazoned upon the sky. And then he has to spend 6 hours sitting in the Batcave waiting for the batteries to charge. As ever, thanks for watching. Hello. This week, I forgot to say fucking Woke Watch. And welcome to the Fuck It Up. Today, I'm recording next to this farm because it's the only place on the nature reserve where it isn't blowing a fucking gale. Or DC own the rights to... I don't know how many, I'm not a fucking nerd. Man, fuck it. People would agree, the greatest Batman film to date is The Dark Knight. And if you don't, you're fucking wrong. So bollocks to it. I think the main... Oh good, the wind's back.